Hollywood Hounds. Interior night, LA nightclub. A surfer punk band wraps up their last song on stage. The lead singer is Piranha, late 20s, shaggy hair.
Thank you!
The audience is sparse. Most people stare at their phone. Nobody applauds. Piranha walks to scene 2. Back office where the club manager, Spider, 50s, beer belly, is standing by his desk drinking a cocktail.
What a depressing night. I'm not even put anything in the tip jar.
You want a tip? Get a haircut.
Dude, I can barely pay my rent anymore.
You could always start doing scuba tours again.
Make any real money doing that, I'd have to move back to Hawaii. I don't want to leave LA. This bank will take off eventually.
Spider takes out a map, carefully unfolding it.
Like I've been telling you, I have a great scuba opportunity for you. It could bring in some serious moolah. Easy money fast.
Underwater goose chase for a boat that sank back in the 80s doesn't exactly sound like a great opportunity.
Not a boat. It's a
yacht. I know, an amazing yacht that went down in 83 and has jewels or something.
Spider reveals 3 $100 bills.
What if I provide a little inspiration up front first?
Piranha raises his eyebrows in surprise and ponders the offer more seriously. Interior day, hospital operating room.
Scalpel, please. It doesn't look good. We're dealing with an abnormal heart valve, and there's a lot of clotting.
Are you okay, doctor?
Yes, I just need to catch my breath.
Dr. Northrop falls to the ground.
Dr. Northrop!
Interior day, hospital operating room. Dr. Northrop lies lifeless in bed. Dr. Smith and an orderly stand over him. The staff from the operating room stand at the door looking concerned.
We tried everything, but it appears he suffered a major brain aneurysm. He's gone.
Oh, Dr. Northrop! No! He can't be gone!
Jeez, what are the chances? The doctor has a brain aneurysm in the middle of performing open heart surgery.
I know, right?
Nurse Bonnie cries heavily. Her eye makeup runs down her face. It's a tragedy for all of us, Nurse Bonnie.
He was a wonderful man.
The orderly covers Dr. Northrop's face with the sheet, and along with Dr. Smith and Nurse Bonnie, wheels him out to the hallway. The crowd disperses. Dr. Northrop gets up from under the sheet and walks down the hall to the dressing room.
Strike the set! That's a wrap for today!
Interior day, Dr. Northrop / Jonathan Bradshaw's dressing room. Jonathan sits down and looks at himself in the mirror. There's a knock at the open door. Nurse Bonnie / Amanda is standing in doorway. She smiles at him.
Sorry to see you go, John.
No, that's showbiz.
I hear you're gonna do some off-Broadway stuff now?
Yeah, we'll see.
Good luck to you, John.
Thanks, Amanda. You too.
Interior day, law office. John sits at the desk of his lawyer. They both look distraught.
What about the trust fund?
I'm afraid that's gone too. Your dad had more debt than savings when he died last year.
I'm sure he left anything remaining to my brother. He regarded him as the responsible one. My father always made it clear he didn't have any respect for my modeling and acting career. And today, he proved me right. I just lost my day job.
Oh no, power and passion. I'm really sorry to hear that.
So there's nothing left? What about the stocks?
You do have some small investments in small companies. Unfortunately, these investments were maintained as write-offs. Still, some are still in business though. There's an arcade, a pet shop, even a small detective agency. I'll put you in touch with the contacts out there. Go ahead and sell them. That should help you out for a while.
What then? I've never been poor. I'm not used to this.
Well, your face is still well known. After all, you are Jonathan Bradshaw. There's got to be companies that would pay a good chunk of change just to have you stand next to a fridge, dance around in a sweater in one of those Gap commercials. There's auto shows, infomercials.
Oh, God.
There are worse ways to make a living.
Interior, next day, office. John enters Hollywood Hounds detective agency. BB, the receptionist, is on the phone.
Hollywood Hounds. We sniff out trouble on the double. How may I assist you?
When she sees John, she drops the phone. Her jaw drops. She smiles widely at him.
Wow.
Can you tell me who's in charge here?
Miss Delfino. I'll show you in. Follow me.
Interior day, Frankie's office. Frankie is playing a loud game of poker with a crowd of employees gathered around her desk. She's dressed professionally, but wears a Yankees cap and shoes gum. John enters with a serious look on his face. He slams the door. The big bubble formed by her gum deflates over her chin as John approaches. She removes her gum and cap. All the employees scamper out. John pulls out his briefcase, sets it on her desk, and opens it. He glances at the velvet poster on the wall of dogs playing poker. He gives the poster a disgusted look.
Ms. Delfino, I don't mean to interrupt, and this won't take long. Hello. I am Jonathan Pierce Bradshaw III.
He extends his hand, they shake. Frankie looks him up and down, smiling.
Whoa. I'm Frankie, Francesca, the first. Have we met?
I don't think so.
Mind if I call you John? I don't know any guys named Pierce, but you do look familiar.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm having a bad week and I'm in a hurry.
Wait, don't tell me. I never forget things. I sure do feel like I know you.
Okay, well, you may have seen my pictures somewhere. I've done some modeling and acted in them.
Oh, yeah. Now I know where it was I've seen you.
She giggles. John's still proud that he's been recognized.
It was a spoof of a musical, right? But I don't think anybody was actually singing. Oklahoma, that's what it was called.
Excuse me?
Sorry, am I wrong? What was the title of that thing? Sleeping with Seattle? Or am I totally off? Was it one of those action titles, Queer and Present Danger, or Rambo? And let me say, you are even more handsome. Here in my office, completely clothed.
You think I make porn? Gay porn? You think I'm gay?
Hey, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm a modern woman. And it's not like I have a collection of that stuff. It was just a phase I went through in college. So what is it you want to tell me?
John hands her papers from his briefcase, then looks directly at her.
You're fired.
Huh? Did I just wake up in one of your movies? Oh, I get it. So you're the boss, and I have to show you how much I want this job.
John begins reading over the papers he is holding.
Hollywood Hounds, which until I just walked in here I thought was a doggy daycare, is wholly owned by my company, Bradshaw Enterprises, which has recently suffered some financial reverses. My recent drawbacks in the fact that this company has suffered significant losses during all of its 3 years of operation forces me to close its doors immediately.
Wait a minute. Jonathan Bradshaw? The Jonathan Bradshaw? Bradshaw Enterprises? Of course. And you're in those shaving commercials for scruff that's tough. Oh, to burn, Mr. Stubble Bubbles. That's you.
John closes the briefcase, opens the door, and begins to walk out.
I expect all expense accounts and credit cards maintained in the company's names to be surrendered to me and my representatives.
Wait a minute. No, you can't close us down.
And by the way, I am not a porn star. Yes, I've appeared in some commercials for Oh, to burn, Stubble Bubbles, but I did play for almost 10 years until this morning, Dr. Charles Northbrook on Power and Passion.
He continues to walk out. Frankie hurries after him through the office and down the hall. Interior day hallway.
Of course, I do recognize you now. My grandma Russo loves that show. She loves you. We're big fans. Come on, you can't close us down.
Please don't follow me, Miss Delfino.
Come on, can't we talk about this?
You have 2 weeks until the furniture will be gone. That should give you time to break the news to your staff. I'll send someone to pick up the car next week.
The company car? My car?
John waits for the elevator.
Are you aware that your secretary stutters badly?
Stick around, you didn't get a chance to see her dress kick in.
Maybe you have time to waste, Ms. Delfino, but I don't.
He hands her papers.
Please have those signed and mailed back to me by the 31st.
You know, from all those episodes of you playing the compassionate, concerned doctor, in those shaving commercials, you all curled up in front of a warm fire after a good shave, looking so sweet, you never guess what a cold-hearted snake you are.
John grabs the papers from her.
On second thought, I think I will just have my lawyer serve these to you. Might help you to remember to sign them. I see how busy you are.
The elevator opens and he steps in. Frankie tries to hold on to papers and follow him in, but he closes the door almost on her arm. She yanks her arm back. The door's completely closed and he's gone. Interior, nightfall, Frankie's office. Phoebe organizes files at filing cabinet. Frankie sits at her desk, Googling John. She finds articles about power and passion.
Happy Hippo Fun Park.
Excuse me?
Exterior night, amusement park. Power and Passion Benefit for Children's House sign is at the entranceway. Frankie enters the park. She stops at a candy cart and gets a cotton candy, takes a bite, then continues into the park. Exterior night, tent-covered party. A big sheet cake with power and passion written on it sits on a table. The table is surrounded by glitzy soap opera stars and their friends hobnobbing. Exterior night, top deck of closed log flume ride. John stands on the ledge over the log flume ride, away from the crowd. He looks bored.
You're not going to jump, are you, Doctor? I mean, you already died last week.
How the hell did you get in here? And how do you know I mean Dr. Northrop dies?
I'm a detective, remember? None of them know yet, do they?
No, just the cast knows, and so far they are being kind. It won't last long. With the exception of a very few, they're mostly backstabbers.
That's gotta be rough. You were Dr. Northrop for almost a decade. You can resurface on another show, right? Or maybe Northrop will come back to life.
Actually, the more time I spend with these people, the happier I am to be dead. Well, until I look at my bank account.
And that's exactly what I came here to talk to you about. Just because you're having financial difficulties is no reason to close Hollywood Hounds down. With your name, your celebrity status,
Please.
and my detective skills, we could really make a go of Hollywood Hounds. Come on, we make a great team.
Detective skills. Hollywood Hounds has done nothing but lose money since it's been in business.
Well, that's because we are in the business of losing money. You tell us to make money, then we'll make money.
And how do you plan to do that? Oh yes, your detective skills.
A very plastic-looking woman in an evening gown walks by and gives John the eye. Frankie notices and pulls John close.
Hey, is that the lady who played your wife, Ariana Kincaid?
Yes, her real name is Mindy Morgan.
Are those real? Her nipples look like they could cut through glass.
I'm going home.
You don't even want to bite on my cotton candy? It's really good.
Waves her cotton candy in front of him.
No, thank you.
You doubt me, but I happen to be a great detective.
Nothing in your records show you to be a great detective. We have nothing to talk about.
Oh yeah? Let's talk about FBI training. Let's talk about the Gulf. Let's talk about Afghanistan.
You were a soldier in the Middle East?
I could have been. I came very close. Come on, all I need is one good case to really put us on the map, and with your name, you're a celebrity.
Oh, would you stop?
No, we both have what we want.
Is there liquid methamphetamine in this cotton candy, or are you always like this?
Gee, I don't know.
Good night, Miss Delfino.
Exterior night, alleyway. Piranha dashes into alleyway, out of breath and looking very frightened. Shaggy wet hair, he wears a wetsuit. He turns around and sees a man in a suit standing across the street, motioning for Piranha to come to him. Piranha runs. The man chases him. Piranha stumbles over trash cans and runs into the street, stopping traffic. He runs down the sidewalk, pushing people out of the way. He sees the amusement park in the distance and runs towards it. The man pursuing him brandishes a knife, sparkling in the moonlight. Exterior night, amusement park. John slowly emerges from the hippo den and looks to see if the coast is clear.
Was it something I said?
Would you stop sneaking up on me?
John heads for the exit entrance gate.
You really want to get away from me that badly?
You can't begin to know.
You need me, Mr. Jonathan Pierce Bradshaw V.
Third, I need you to leave.
You need me to help you lighten up. Yowzer, you are one cold, bitter dude.
Hell of a saleswoman, Delfino.
Face it, Johnny, you need someone like me around to make things fun for you. You obviously haven't had any fun in years.
I have tons of fun, Miss Delfino. Don't think me rude, but I've had a hard week. First I lost my job, then my life savings. I went to visit a business I own only to be emasculated and called a snake by a person I've never met before. I don't want to play detective with you. I don't want to have fun with you. I don't even want to talk with you. And if I ever need a detective, you are the very last person I'd ever consider.
You're right. I wasn't thinking about you or how you felt. I was thinking about myself, my business, and how to maximize the situation for my own benefit. Very dumb, and I am very sorry. So I understand if you just want to take the night and think about it.
Piranha walks through entrance gate in a daze. He sees John and grabs him by the shoulders to steady himself. He appears drunk, mouths words to John like he's trying to tell him something, but no voice comes out.
This a friend of yours? Member of the cast? Really into method acting?
Can I help you?
Piranha retrieves a smartphone from the crotch of his wetsuit and hands it to John.
Thank you, but I already have a phone.
Pictures on the phone.
He grabs John's hand, shoves phone into his palm.
Really, I appreciate the sentiment, but I do not need a phone. No, thank you.
Aw, He wants to share pictures of his pubic lice with you.
Look at the pictures. No one knows.
Nurse Bonnie/Amanda runs to John, oblivious to current situation.
John, are you leaving so soon? I wanted to tell you, who's your friend?
Piranha bleeds from his mouth, falls flat on his face. A knife is in his back. Nurse Bonnie and Amanda screams loudly and faints into John's arms. Frankie takes a bite of her cotton candy.
Man, you weren't lying about the backstabbing that goes on around here.
Interior night, police station. Frankie is holding her cotton candy. She is shoved into a chair by Detective Tony and Detective Bruce. A bright light hangs from the ceiling.
Whoa, am I being x-rayed?
You say you've never met this piranha fella until this evening at Happy Hippo Fun Park?
Piranha? Seriously? That was the name of that dirty hippie surfer who took a nosedive? Looked more like Jim Morrison to me.
Takes a bite of her cotton candy. Detective Tony smacks the cotton candy out of her hand. It goes flying across the room.
Hey!
It appears your friend Piranha.
He was not my friend.
And why was he talking to you when he fell over and died?
Guys fall at my feet all the time. What can I say? I'm cursed with magnetic charm.
Just answer the question.
And what if I don't? Hey, you guys took my cell phone, but you still allow a phone call, right? I do get one phone call.
You'll get your phone back. There's a landline over there.
Thank you. Hey, Chin Chin, how you doing tonight? Yeah, thank God I know your number by heart. I lost my cell phone. Can I get some Ubu Guy Pan?
The detectives look at her shocked.
You guys just tossed the only dinner I had across the room. I'm starving.
Interior night, police station lobby. John is sitting on the bench looking pensive. Frankie enters lobby with detectives. Everyone licking their fingers clean of Chinese food.
I understand wanting to avoid MSG, but really don't be scared of tofu. I don't think it will actually give you tits.
We'd like to ask you a few questions, Mr. Bradshaw.
Nothing to it, a couple of pussycats. I told them you were my partner.
I am not your partner. I am not her partner. I don't even know this woman. Please feel free to lock this woman up.
Just come with us. I promise it won't take long.
He's crazy about me.
Exterior, front of police station, night. John exits to find himself confronted by a film crew. A newswoman approaches him with a microphone.
I think she left. Mr. Bradshaw, I'd like to ask you just a few questions. Channel 12 News, we are standing just outside of Los Angeles Police Department with Mr. Jonathan Bradshaw, probably best known to you as Dr. Northrop on the hit daytime show Power Passion. He has just been released from questioning relating to the mysterious murder of a Mr. Patrick Zedler, a.k.a. Piranha, at the Happy Hippo amusement park. Mr. Bradshaw, I understand you are denying any involvement in tonight's incident. Is it true you are leaving the soap opera world to team up with a professional detective agency, Hollywood Hounds, and your first case will be the Zedler murder?
What?
Frankie is standing in the crowd whistling.
Yeah, Hollywood Hounds, go Johnny!
What? Frankie!
He runs into the crowd, chasing after Frankie.
I want you out of my life, Delfino.
Now, let's not say things we don't mean.
I mean it. A man was murdered. He was stabbed to death right in front of me.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. He arrived at the park with a knife already in his back.
He died in front of us.
And we can find out who did it, our first big case.
Hollywood Hounds is going out of business.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
She walks to the bus stop and sits down on the bench.
Out of this station and out of your life, forever. Before I had the company car, I joined an urban planning action group, but I never made it to the first meeting because the bus never showed up. Ironic, huh? Yep, I'll just wait here for the next bus.
Los Angeles Transit has come a long way. I'm sure you'll adapt.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m., so I guess I'll just sit here patiently till about dawn, I guess, until the...
I'm parked just a few blocks from here. Come on.
Interior car, night. John is driving.
Feel free to use the car to drive home tonight. I'll have someone pick it up tomorrow.
You want to go back to my place?
Isn't that supposed to be my line?
Well, yeah, but it's almost 2 a.m. now, and we met around noon, and you still haven't used it.
Miss Delfino, the past 48 hours have been quite challenging for me. It began with losing my job, and then ended at a party at Happy Hippo Fun Park, where I watched a man die at my feet. Then I was driven downtown to be questioned by the police.
He pulls into his driveway and parks.
So, please forgive me, but after spending an evening with you, I'd just like to go into my own house alone and take a hot bath, perhaps with my electric toaster. I hope you understand. It's nothing personal. Really, I had a great time. I'll never think of our moments together without nausea.
Exterior night, driveway. Frankie and John exit car. They're greeted by two thugs with guns pointed at them.
Take it easy, okay?
Hand over your phones.
Frankie and John hand them their phones.
I gave the dead guy's phone to the police.
He did. I saw him do it.
Both of you in the house, now.
Interior night, John's kitchen/living room. Frankie and John are each sitting in a chair, each tied up with ropes. The entire house has been ransacked.
Wasn't searching us and smashing our phones enough? They had to destroy my house, too?
There's gotta be something really good in those pictures.
John manages to back his chair up behind Frankie's.
I'm untying you so then you can untie me. So you can finally get the hell out of here and I can finally get some sleep.
He unties Frankie. She wiggles free and stands up.
There, now you untie me.
Frankie assesses the situation.
Not so fast. We need to have a little discussion first.
Excuse me? Would you please untie me?
Things aren't quite over yet.
Oh, yes, they are. I gave Piranha's phone to the police. Now they will find out what those pictures are all about that he was trying to share with me. And as soon as I pop an Ambien, this nightmare will finally be over.
You got any hard liquor in the house?
I am not interested in entertaining. This night is over.
Booze isn't for me, it's for you. I think it will make it easier for you to hear what I'm about to tell you.
Frankie searches through his cupboards until she finds some bourbon. She pours him a shot and brings it to him, pouring it down his throat. She sets the glass down, unbuttons her blazer and tosses it in John's lap, unsnaps her blouse and tosses that in his lap too.
Oh God, not a lap dance. Why couldn't they have just killed me?
What I'm about to show you is better than any lap dance.
Frankie carefully removes a tiny memory card from the lace in her bra, holds it, smiling, then puts it back in her bra. John looks confused and exhausted.
Nobody thought my cousin Agora would ever get married.
What?
I know what you're thinking. With a name like Agora, her family should just be happy anyone would marry her at all, right? Her nickname, Iguana, actually seemed like an improvement. It was completely inevitable after she developed dry, scaly eczema as a teenager.
Frankie puts her blouse and blazer back on.
Dear God, what are you talking about?
So I feel kind of bad that I swapped the memory cards and gave the cops a card with good old Guani's wedding pictures. She told me she liked some of the shots I got.
You what? How?
Soft lighting and her new moisturizer is really working.
The phone pictures. You couldn't possibly still have them. I gave that phone to the police. I handed it right to...
A look of realization comes over his face.
You switched the cards at the station.
Frankie nods and slightly jumps, trying to contain her glee.
Piranha and me both have the Moto 4.
Unbelievable.
I know, what are the odds, right? Most people today have iPhones.
You lunatic! You almost got us killed. The police are going to realize you stole the car.
By the time they do, we will have already investigated these pictures and solved the case.
I can't believe you did this just so we have to work together.
Yeah, I want you as a partner. Your name and your money. You think I need some beefcake following me around? You cramp my style, but
A knock at the door.
Who's that?
Are those guys back?
Like they'd knock first?
Frankie quickly unties John.
Oh, it's done. Mr. Bradshaw, is everything okay in there? I heard some noise, so I called the police.
My nosy neighbor, Mrs. Dunsworth. One rendezvous with the cops tonight is enough for me.
John heads out the back door. Frankie follows.
I'll drive.
Interior, Frankie's apartment, night.
Hope you're okay with the couch.
It's fine. Thank you.
John sits down on the couch. Frankie brings him some sheets and blankets. They make up the couch together. He lies down. She goes to her bedroom, changing into her pajamas.
That was brave what you did at the police station. Switching the memory cards like that. Stupid, but brave.
Frankie stands in the doorway.
I know you must be going through major FOMO not having your cell phone. There's a landline if you need to use it, and I have a laptop, you know, if you want to check in with your girlfriend or somebody, webcam girls, whatever.
It's actually kind of a relief to be so disconnected for once. People and their stupid text dependency.
Ooh, he gets hostile when he hasn't had enough Z's.
I am not hostile. I'm just exhausted and uncomfortable and a little frightened about my future. And now after meeting you, a little more frightened for my life. Do you have a plan?
Of course. So, what's it like to be so handsome?
You don't really have a plan, do you?
Why must you continue to doubt me? Tomorrow I check out this memory card and you'll see. We'll have this thing cracked in no time. There's an extra toothbrush, towels, razors too, but I don't think I have any shaving cream. I hate the idea of Mr. Stubble Bubbles getting too stubbly.
Thank you. I'll manage.
Johnny, think of this as a new door opening in your life.
Yeah, I'm unemployed. Might as well be scruffy.
You got me in your life now. I'm smooth enough for both of us.
You better be.